Excellent. So, just to let you know, over the last few days in the IWS arena, we've been hosting the Innovate at IWS competition. And it's really a competition for innovators, for entrepreneurs, for technology companies. And it was a platform to allow technology companies to speak with end users, to speak with investors, to speak with policymakers. And we're bringing all those parties together in this collaborative group. Over the 3 days, we've been running this fabulous session, and it's all around innovation, all around harnessing innovation. And as this was the year of innovation, is the year of innovation for Abu Dhabi, it's a really important session, and it was excellently attended by many, so I thank you all for those people that attended. My name is Stuart Moss. I'm the Managing Director of ILE's European business. ILE is a technology consultancy. We work with many entrepreneurs, many technology companies, and bring those parties together and introduce them to end users, policymakers, investors, and we look to accelerate these technologies into the marketplace. So I think these award ceremonies really mimics what these chaps here and were talking about, so it's a fantastic opportunity. I would just like to invite to the stage two colleagues of mine and sponsors of the Innovate IWS session, Bruce Ferguson from the Masdar Institute and Frederick Tove from the Reed Exhibition of Middle East. Frederick is the president of Reed Exhibition, and these two chaps have been very supportive in this Innovate IWS session, and they're going to be handing out the awards to our competing and winning companies. So, over the past 3 days, we've had 11 technology companies present over three themes, and this event really started 6 months ago. We had many applications, many technology companies, entrepreneurs, wanting to be part of this Innovate at IWS session. And we undertook some due diligence into these technology companies, made sure that they were eligible, made sure they met the requirements for the end user. And it came down to the 11 finalists spread over 3 different sessions. The first session was on municipal water, the second session was on industrial water, and the third session was for real estate. And there's been 12 judges as well, and Bruce joined us on the judging panel yesterday, and we had some great technologies presenting, and you'll find out the winner in a moment. So, without any further ado, I would like to invite to the stage the winner of the municipal section. And the winner for that session was Trevi Systems. Please come to the stage and accept your award. Thank you. And for the second competition round, which occurred yesterday, no, 2 days ago on Tuesday, for the industrial water session, the winner for that panel was BGH. If you can make your way up to the stage, please, BGH. Thank you. And last but no means least, the third session was around real estate and water technologies for the real estate. And the winner for that panel was Thermowatt, a technology to take energy from the sewer systems and cool buildings. So well done to Thermowatt. Perfect. Well, it just leaves me to say thank you to all the technology companies that became finalists in this event. There is a small area over in the IWS stand which is all around new innovations, new technologies for the water sector. I would encourage you all to head along to that section and see these novel and emerging technologies in the market. I'd like to thank our judges and the support we've had from Masdar Institute and Reed Exhibitions in organising this event. And we hope that these new innovations really support Abu Dhabi and the Gulf region in this year of innovation. So thank you very much. And
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have our closing note, but whilst we have the opportunity here of so many experts in the energy field and experts in the water field, we'd appreciate a little bit of your feedback, a bit of your input when it comes to what you've seen over the course of the past few days. My name is Andrew Walker and I'm part of the organizing team. I'd like to ask you to please take the event pad if you would. We have 5 short questions which we'd like to survey you on. And I hope we're going to see them up on the screen here. The first one is all around the markets. Where do you see, and this could be either in the energy field, if you have been mostly interested in energy, or in the water field, where have you seen, or where do you see the most growth moving forward? Is it A, in Europe, B, in America, C, in Africa, D, in Asia, E, here in the Middle East, or F, somewhere else? And if you would just please type the answer in there, we're going to show you the results in just a second. Everybody ready? Looking good. 3 more seconds. 2, 1. Okay, let's have a look at your answers. So quite clearly, Asia with 41% is leading the field here, 29% second in the Middle East, followed by Africa, 24%, other countries, 6%, Europe and America is not represented whatsoever. That's quite a striking figure to me. We will have a closer look at that for sure. The second question which we're looking into is all about oil prices. Now, obviously, an oil-centric economy, as is here in this part of the world, but also other economies in the world, has quite an implication for the development of many technologies. When it comes to renewable energy, the question is, renewable energy, how will the fall in oil prices affect renewables? How will it hurt it? Do you agree that it will hurt it? A. Are you indifferent or you're not sure? B. Or C, do you disagree? How will the drop in oil price affect the development and the implementation of renewable energy? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. You do not agree that the oil price fall will affect the deployment of renewables, 60%. Some of you do agree, so a bit of a varied look, but I think you'll see that the majority is very optimistic that the days where all economic development, and certainly renewable development, was dependent on oil might be slowly coming behind us. We will see. Our third question then goes to the market challenges in the renewable energy field, and you'll see a selection of them here. What do you think the greatest challenge is in renewables? Is it political leadership? B, institutional framework and regulation? C, project financing? D, integration? E, deployment? F, technology? Or G, something else? A few seconds, please, for your answer. Okay, let's see the results. A bit more complicated, but certainly the leadership aspect, A, 35% of you chose that, followed by B. You've just worked from the top to the bottom, haven't you? B is institutional framework and regulation, quite clearly, followed by financing, integration, technology, and others. None of you have chosen deployment. So deployment is obviously not a challenge, and perhaps because we're all in that business of deployment, we're all very optimistic that we know what we're doing. Thank you. We're going to move into the water field. Question number 4. How do you rate the progress that has been made towards water sustainability that you've observed at the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week? A, poor progress. B, satisfactory progress. C, you think the progress is quite good. Or D, you think the progress made has been excellent. the progress made towards water sustainability that you've observed here during the past few days. Okay, I think everybody's inputted. Let's have a look at the results. 30, oh, B, satisfactory, 41%, closely followed by quite good. Quite a lot of excellent, and some quite poor. So a bit of a mixed bag there, for sure. Most of you tending probably to the sort of the middle areas of satisfactory and quite good. So it seems that some progress can still definitely be made there. The third year of the International Water Summit, perhaps next year we'll be seeing a lot more things moving towards the dark or the light blue here. Excellent. Thank you for that. And we have one more question, again in the water field. Would you please rank the challenges that you see in water sustainability for arid regions in their order of importance? So 1 is the highest priority, that's most important, and 5 is the least important. The challenges are the value of water, how value is priced, how it is valued in the economy, and perhaps by how much it's subsidized. Secondly, water security and resilience, so how much availability there is for the basic needs. The efficiency of water production and supply. The management of the demand for water and water consumption, including education, including pricing. The joint stewardship of water resources and cross-collaboration. Difficult to pronounce that one. So everybody looking after water in a joint fashion. Then we have resource recovery, maybe of energy, of water, of course, and of nutrients. Penultimately, ramping up innovation. And last but not least, dealing with the most urgent issues in water infrastructure and filling some gaps. So a big selection. Please rank from 1 to 5 the greatest challenges which you see. And we're just going to take a couple more seconds because it's a big poll. Complicated answers. A couple of people still typing in. Okay. Gary, how are you doing? Almost ready? Are you checking your email? It doesn't work on the event pad. Okay, I think we're in. Let's have a look at the results, please. The results are not visible straight away. We're going to be sending these out by email, I believe. Is that right? I'm having a look at that. Okay, so the system doesn't allow us to generate it in real time, if you like. But that's going out then, I think, by email and in the report that you'll all be seeing. But thank you so much for your input there. And we're going to have our closing words here by the director of the 3 events we've seen as part of the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, the 3 main events. That's Eco Waste, the World Future Energy Summit, and the International Water Summit. I'd like to introduce Mr. Naji Haddad. Naji, come and join us, please.
Thank you, Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, today ends the 4-day run of the 8th World Future Energy Summit, the 3rd International Water Summit, 2 key events of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week hosted by Masdar, Abu Dhabi's renewable energy company. This year's events have been the most successful ever. We're still counting the numbers because we still have visitors coming into the shows, but we have surpassed last year's attendance of 30,000 attendees coming from 170 countries, with around 900 exhibiting companies exhibiting at the show floors from 42 different countries as well. We are delighted also to have had in attendance heads of states, ministers, and high-ranking officials. Their attendance underscores the recognition that WFES and IWS have become the global platform to unite the key players from industry, technology, finance, and government, needed to accelerate commercial opportunities in the renewable energy and clean technology sectors. Throughout this week, we saw delegates come together to discuss, to debate, and address the interconnected challenges of economic development, water scarcity, poverty, energy and climate change that affect the widespread acceleration and adoption of sustainable development. And we already are seeing the results of those discussions through announcements of partnerships formed and deals made to advance actionable solutions to help create a more sustainable future. I am especially pleased that this year, the UAE's Year of Innovation, we were able to showcase the latest in technological innovations to provide commercial solutions to the challenges of clean energy generation, water security, and waste management. I'm also pleased that as we enter the Year of Innovation, Abu Dhabi welcomed the Solar Impulse 2 during WFES as it prepares for its historical flight around the world, witnessed the first solar race car challenge, and was host to the first Innovate at IWS. I would like to thank our sponsors, our partners, exhibitors, our speakers, delegates, and media for their continued support of these events. Thank you again for being part of this global platform, and I look forward to seeing you all again in January 2016. Thank you.